Hello friends, welcome back to YouTube channel of Edurba Academy. I'm Kevin, your tutor, and in this class we are going to study practice set number 4 in chapter 3. The name of this chapter is integers. I have divided this chapter number 3 into 4 lectures. In this lecture number 1, we are going to study natural numbers or counting numbers, whole numbers, integers. We'll also learn how to show integers on the number line. We'll understand signs of integers and then we'll solve practice set number 4. Now on my screen I have 10 apples, 5 in the first row and 5 in the second row. Now how will I count them? I will start my counting from number 1 and continue counting them until we count all the 10 apples. Now this is easy counting. What about stars in the sky? You will spend your entire life counting stars in the sky, but you will not be able to count them. So that means there are unlimited stars in the sky. We use the term infinity to explain that. Infinity means unlimited or without any limits. So numbers 1 to infinity which are used for counting are called as natural or counting numbers. Now on my screen I have 4 apples, 2 in first row and 2 in second row. I can count them using counting numbers or natural numbers which start from 1. But what if I eat them all? Now how many apples remain? Literally nothing. We show nothing by using number 0. So when we add 0 to the natural numbers, we get whole numbers. So numbers ranging from 0 to infinity are called as whole numbers. Now sometimes we need to use 0, positive and negative numbers to explain few things. Now for example, you might have observed this panel in the lift of the mall. Now ground floor is shown as 0, whereas floors above the ground floor as shown as +1, +2, +3 or just 1, 2, 3. So even if positive sign is not shown, we assume that they are positive numbers. So 1 means +1, 2 means also +2 and so on. Now what about the floors which are below ground floor? They are shown by negative or minus numbers. One floor below the 0 level or ground level is called as -1. 2 floors below the 0 level or ground level is called as -2. 3 floors below the 0 or ground floor is called as -3 and so on. Now let's understand another example. So what do you see in this picture? We have mountain, sea and a submarine inside the sea. How can we measure the height of the mountain, depth of the sea, or where is the submarine located in the sea? We measure it from the reference of sea level. So sea level is marked as 0. Now we can say that mountain top is 8,000 meters above the sea level or 0 level, and we can show that as plus 8,000 meters. We can also say that submarine is located 512 meters below the sea level or 0 level, and we can show that as minus 512 meters. So all these examples show group of 0, positive numbers and negative numbers, and that is called as group of integers. Now let's understand relationship between integers, whole numbers and natural or counting numbers. Both natural numbers and whole numbers are part of integers, whereas natural number is also part of whole number. It's same as if your classroom is located in the school building, is part of second floor, and second floor is part of school building. So in analogy, your school building is like integers and second floor is like whole numbers and your classroom is like natural numbers. So your classroom, that means natural number, is part of second floor or whole numbers, and second floor and your classroom both are part of school building or integers. Now let's understand how to show integers on the number line. We have origin which is shown by 0. Right side we have all positive numbers in the increasing order. So they start from +1 or +1, +2, +3, +4. Now I have not shown plus sign here, but we can understand that +1 is also shown as 1, whereas +2 is also shown as 2, and we can keep on counting them until infinity, and that's why we have this arrow on the number line. Same way, we have negative numbers on the left side of origin, and they are -1, -2, -3, and so on until infinity. And that's why we have arrow on the left side as well. Now, did you notice that any number on the right side is always greater than the number on the left side? Now, for example, number 6, which is on the right side, is always greater than 5, or number 3, which is on the right side, is always greater than 2, whereas number 1 is greater than 0, 0 is greater than -1, -2 is greater than -3, -4 is greater than -5 or -6 or -7. Any number on the right side will be always greater than the number on the left side, and this helps us to compare the integers. Now let's solve the practice set number 4. So the first question is, classify the following numbers as positive and negative numbers. Negative numbers are very easy to understand. Whenever we see minus sign in front of that number, it is always negative number. Whereas positive number can have plus sign in front of them. Sometimes we don't show plus sign in front of them. So if you don't have any sign in front of the number, still we can assume that it is a positive number. So let's put all these numbers into positive and negative. -5 is going to be a negative number, which is very easy to understand. +4 is a positive number. Then we have -2, which is also a negative number. We have 7. There is no sign in front of that, but we know that it is a positive number. Then we have +26, which is a positive number. -49 is negative. Then we have -37, which is also negative. We have 19. There is no sign here. That means it is positive. -25 is negative. Then we have +8, which is positive. Then we have 5, which is also positive. -4 is negative. -12 is negative. And then we have 27. There is no sign, but still it is positive number. So that's how we can classify all these numbers into positive and negative integers. Now this is question number 2. Here given below are the temperatures in some cities. So as you can see, we have Shimla, Leh, Delhi and Nagpur. These are cities in India. And now we have shown the temperatures in each city. Here we have shown the temperature, and here we have explained the temperature. And using this explanation, we have to use proper signs. That means plus or minus. Now we understand that any temperature above 0 degree is plus, whereas any temperature below 0 degree is minus. So let's understand the temperature in Shimla. 7 degrees centigrade below 0 degree centigrade, and that means this temperature is below 0, and that's why we have minus sign, and then we can show 7 degrees centigrade. So -7 degrees centigrade also means 7 degrees centigrades below 0 degree. Similarly, we have 12 degrees centigrades below 0 degrees in Leh, and this is also below. That means we have to show -12 degrees centigrades. Now in Delhi, we have temperature of 22 degrees centigrades above 0 level, and that means it is plus 22 degrees centigrades. In the Nagpur, we have 31 degrees centigrades above 0, and because this is above, this is going to be plus. So we are going to show 31 degrees centigrades. So that's how you can convert this explanation into a sign language. In the question number 3, we have to write the numbers in the following example using proper signs. So we have been given a sentence here. We have to understand that, and we have to use the proper sign. So here, a submarine is at the depth of 512 meters below the sea level. Now we understand that sea level is 0, and any measurement below the sea level is going to be minus. So I can show it -512 meters. In the second example, the height of Mount Everest, the highest peak of that in Himalayas, is 8848 meters. Now we have already understood that the height of the mountain will be above the sea level, and that's why it will be always positive. So we can show that as +8848 meters. In the third example, we have a kite which is flying at a distance of 120 meters from the ground level. So ground level is 0, and kite will fly above the ground level, and that means it will be always positive. So this distance is positive 120 meters. In the fourth example, we have the tunnel, and this tunnel is at the depth of 2 meters under the ground. So if the ground is 0 level, then the tunnel is under the ground, and under near the ground means it will be minus. We have to show 2 meters. So that is how you can convert any sentence into a proper sign of integers. So hopefully children, now you understand what are integers. See you in the lecture number 2.